Good morning, students. How are you all? I hope you all are fine and safe at your home. So, shall we start our today's learning? Okay. Today we are going to read chapter number 5 of our EVS book, and the name of the chapter is Recreation. So, students, before reading the chapter, let's recollect. As we have already learnt about different types of games played in and outside the house and in school. So, in this chapter, we will learn about fair play and different means of recreation. Okay. Students, after working for a long time, our mind gets tired and we want a break. So, what we need? Some fun and enjoyment to make us feel fresh, and this is called recreation. Okay. Now let's learn about what are the different means of recreation. Students, there are so many means of recreation such as playing games, visiting a circus or a fair, and a kite flying, celebration of festivals, visiting zoo, going to picnic, reading books and magazines. These are some other means of recreation. Let's read about some of them. So students, tell me what type of games are played at home. Okay, children play different types of games at home and in the neighborhood. They play Ludo, chess, carom, computer, video games inside the home. So, these games are called indoor games. Okay. So, students, games like cricket and football which children play outside their homes are called outdoor games. Okay. Outdoor games are usually played with the neighborhood and friends. Some children play traditional games like gulli danda, marbles, kanche, hopscotch, stapu, spinning top, that is lattu. Okay. Now, what games do children play at school? So, children play games at school in their games period or a free period. Popular games played in school are basketball, cricket, football, volleyball, etc. Some indoor games like table tennis, carom, ludo, etc. are also played in schools. Some schools also offer coaching for swimming, judo, skating, etc. Okay? Now, we will know about fair play. Okay, students, what is fair play? Let me tell you. Sometimes while playing there are arguments and fights between the players. Whenever such a thing happens, take the help of your elders at home and teachers in school. Okay, if there is a referee or a coach, act upon his advice. Playing games teaches us about discipline, tolerance, honesty, and fairness. Got it? Fair play means that we should have the sportsman spirit while playing. So, games should be played according to rules. Equal opportunities should be given to every player. And every player's opinion should be respected. Okay? Opinion of officials should be accepted. And admit if it is your mistake. Avoid fighting. Negotiate all disputes amicably. Okay, students? Now, what you have to remember? Always you have to remember that abide by the rules of the games and play during playtime. Get back home from the playground before it gets dark. Do not play at the cost of your work. Okay. So students, now tell me, do your playmates include both boys and girls? Let's meet Simon and read what he has to say about his playmates. I love to play with all my classmates, both girls and boys. My classmates follow different religions, but we all play together. My parents and teachers have taught me to treat all my friends equally. In my neighborhood, I play with all my friends, whether they are boys or girls. I also like to spend time and play with my little sister Ishu. I read out stories to her. We watch TV together with our family. My friend Tarun's parents do not allow him to play with girls and with children of different religions and caste. Students, do you think it is right to do this? No, this is not right. We should not carry any barriers of caste and religion. Okay. So students, now we will read some other means of recreation. Okay. So, going to a circus in an age-old means of recreation. A circus is a company of performers that includes acrobats, trapeze, artists, clowns and animals. They travel from one place to another to show their performance. A circus is held in a big tent. Children and adults enjoy the funny and amazing acts of performers. Jokers are the main attraction in the circus, especially for the kids. Performing animals like lions and elephants are also popular attractions. At the end of the show, performers parade on the stage and everyone claps for them. Melas or fairs are organized on special occasions and festivals like Diwali, Christmas, Dussehra, etc. Okay. Some religious occasions like Kumbh also have melas. Let's read about Neha's experience at a fair. Okay. I went to Diwali Mela last year. It was held in an open ground with lots of swings, games and other attractions. There were many stalls and mouth-watering food items. I bought balloons, lamps, toys and many other items of my choice. After buying things, I went for a ride in a giant wheel. The view from the top of the giant wheel was breathtaking. I could see the entire town from atop the giant wheel. I went to a juggler's stall where I saw a juggler amusing people with his tricks. Next to him was a stall of magician doing his magic tricks. The fair was great fun. And then kite flying is a popular recreation as well as an art. On Makar Sankranti, 15th August and Raksha Bandhan, the sky is full of kites of all shapes, sizes and colors. Kite flying usually starts at dawn and continues for a whole day. The atmosphere echoes with squeals of joy when someone cuts the string of another's kite. And another is spinning top or lattu is one of the favorite toys of children. It is pear-shaped and has a string wrapped around it. When the string is suddenly pulled, the top starts spinning. It is simple for fun for children. Okay, students. I hope you have understood the whole chapter. So, what you have to do now? You have to read the chapter twice at home and find out 10 hard words from the chapter. Okay. Bye-bye. See you soon.